One more time before the break. When I say break, I mean a break from the Zephyr. Got the front end mocked up. I can't leave it like this with no fenders in the back, no deck lid. Got two more things to do. Repair that little pan at the bottom, finish the welding, then we're gonna bolt the fenders on. I gotta roll it outside and see what it looks like. Last time we saw it with fenders on, it was a rusty mess. Let's address these last two things and roll it out. So in the rear pan, and this is the entirety of the rust in the vehicle. It's this right here. Very, very little rust. But it did bump into something. And the deck lid is a little bit crunched also. So thinking about this panel here, and okay, well, I could just cut out a little window right here, repair that, and then, glob on some body filler or try to pull that back out. But I was thinking, if there's rust here, then there's rust here. It's just not through. There's no way that it's just exclusive to one side. So I think, thinking about these panels in here, the way that it's joined, there's a join right around here on the inner structure. So I'm thinking, what if I went in with the disc and, just to say the dents come up to here, what if I just cut through and remove the whole tail panel? That way I can go in, repair this, and then prohibit any more rust from coming through. So again, that's just my thought. Comments are appreciated, but this is the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cut this whole back end off, I'm gonna examine, I'm gonna repair, and then I'm gonna lump that back into shape. And for now, I'm probably just gonna tack it back on for today to roll it out, because I'm gonna have to get some kind of rust reformer to treat the inner panels with, because typical rust in the trunk and the rear pan. There's no rust under here, so I know it's minimal, but I don't want it to get worse. Let's cut it. Oh, look at this. Like sands through the hourglass. See, it's something I wasn't even expecting. When we sandblasted it, it filled that up as well. Looking at the way this sand's coming out, we got a lot of time on our hands. Wow! Got some hardware. See? That is the mark of someone that knows mayhem. Chaos! This looked like a minor problem, but it's always deeper on the inside. And that, class, is why I decided to do this. Because this car could have gone to paint with all that in there. And this is just minor compared to a lot of the vehicles you'll see. Get in here with the old Sawzall and do some chipping away. Just amazing though. From 1937, it's still intact really well. Amazing. I gotta tell you, I've never seen a car this clean in the trunk area. No cancer on the inside at all. All right, so it's pretty dented up right through here. I don't see why I can't just knock it back into shape. I'm gonna try a rubber hammer first. Just gonna use the table as a dolly. Because this isn't really creased, I mean, I could see something pushed it, but it's not like a hard crease, so I bet a rubber hammer just knocked that right back into shape. And you couldn't do that on the car. Yeah, that helped. We're gonna have to go with the hammer. Love those imported tools. Yeah, got a little more action here. Yeah, that's just about there. Nice. So I'm just kind of rolling this on the table, using the table as the dolly. Yeah, so it's pretty lumpy from hammer marks. But I'm going to use a sanding block and just explore where the levels are. This is 36 grit. You know what? That is just about right. I'm not even going to mess with it anymore. That's done. I'm going to come in here on this rust. I'm going to wire wheel the whole thing. Yeah, this old metal from the 30s is so soft. It really did. It went right back into shape. Wonderful. love it. Super cool. So I'm going to repair this with 20 gauge. The rust, use a marker so you can see it. Looks like the rust comes from here, whoops, right out to here. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to make a mark on the table where to work. I'm going to zoom in on that so you really get close. So, I'm thinking from here out. So it looks like if we just do a simple little wrap, but we're going to want to bend this. So just to keep it real basic, you know, I could put this in a brake or any other tool, anything kind of goes. But if I just clamp it here, I pull it up, we're going to get some kind of a curve. Now I'm just going to compare this by eye. You want that. Cut that out real quick with the disc. So there is a little turn down right through here. So I'm going to put this on a rubber block and I'm going to curve this. My friend Bill gave me this tool. It's called a shrink ring donut. It's got a convex shape in it. But I think I'm just going to take this with the hammer and just hit that right there. Then I'm going to use the shrink ring donut. Yeah, awesome. Almost too easy. Okay, now I'm going to put this back in the car before I fully attach it. I am going to put all that rust inhibitor in here on the inside of both panels, but I'm just going to tack it in place for now so I can get this fit up. Then when I get the product, I'll pop it back off, treat it, and weld it shut. The reason I'm putting this back on is because I want this to count. I take it back off as one piece. Doesn't have to be done this way. That's the way I want it. And this is what I was talking about here. We want everything to matter, to line up when we're done. Pull this out. Now we can put this in and get a good representation of how it's going to lay in place. Yeah, sweet. We got this hard corner here. Just gonna take that off. I'm gonna start right up top here. Then and push it down. Now I got a little overlap, so I'm going to run the grinder disc in there and then tap it into shape. Feeling what I'm feeling? Yeah, because I'm going to take this off. I'm not going to do any more welding here, but these panels, the surfaces are flush. I don't want to get it really hot, so a couple more tacks. Right. So I'm just going to go off, and while this is cooling, I'm going to weld those other panels back into shape. I just put on a little time lapse. Main objective was to get it rolling so I can get to other things. So we'll see you on the next project coming up.